What's good YouTube, it's your boy Bucket back with another video. Today we're finna be taking a look at Reddit horror stories. So I came across this Reddit page on TikTok. I was posting on TikTok after I finished posted. You're scrolling through just to see how many people comment on your thing and stuff, things of that nature. And I saw this page came up on my feed. So we're finna be taking a look at a couple videos from them. I downloaded 3 videos, so we're finna look at that. The noise you're hearing in the background, that's my freezer. I have a freezer in my office, so pay no mind to that. I'm probably gonna throw up some random song in the background to kind of drown out the noise a little bit.
Follow my wife's Reddit account to anonymously give her awards. What I found destroyed me. It started with me browsing the curly hair subreddit. My wife always struggled with frizz, so I lurked there to get ideas for a hair care gift package. By chance, I saw she'd posted a selfie, along with the caption, "The lion's mane behaved itself today." She was sitting across from me in the lounge, eyes fixed on her phone. I clicked on the post and gave it an award. A few seconds later, her face lit up. "Everything okay?" I asked. "Just some funny messages in the group chat," she answered. From there, I stalked her profile daily. Anytime the two of us were in the lounge, I'd award her posts and watch her smile and kick her feet around, excited. This insider information helped me nail her birthday gift, a blanket made from old t-shirts which didn't fit anymore, and gave me ideas for our anniversary dinner at a restaurant she'd asked about in our city's local sub. It felt like I'd turned on the cheat codes to our marriage. But after I lost my job, her posts took a turn. She began browsing the marriage/relationship advice subs, and after 3 weeks of me bombing countless interviews, she asked for tips over on dead bedrooms. Like I needed a reminder I couldn't perform. It was hard not revealing I knew she shared intimate details about our relationship with strangers online, but if I told her, she'd just make a new account, and I'd lose my window into her innermost thoughts. Her original posts had gained some traction, which meant tons of users asked for an update. Then she posted about how the situation had gotten worse. She wrote about how now I snapped over every little thing and had even started lashing out. The tension continued to swell. Soon came the ultimate gut punch, a confession post entitled, "I am terrified of my husband."
So if you guys are in a relationship or something like that, why post shit about it online? Like, why do everybody gotta know about your stuff? I don't get that. I don't understand. And I use WhatsApp. I don't know if you all use WhatsApp. And I have a couple friends. I don't have much friends. I have a couple. And those couple friends have friends. And yeah, that's how I end up with a lot of people contact information. And it have like couples I see. They be going off on their WhatsApp status, posting this about each other. And I was like, why is there a need for all of this? Like, why do you need to do all of this? Why can't you just, I don't get it. Why you gotta like post all your information out there? You all have a little argue, you posting about it, throwing up some shade on your story. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Can you imagine what would have happened if a Reddit user went radio silent after that bombshell? It would have caused a scandal. An investigation. Talk about your wake-up calls. I calmed things down by cooking a few romantic meals and told her I was deeply sorry for dumping my frustrations on her. I even bought the damn hair care package. This made her post some positive updates. She wrote that, although we had a long way to go, things were definitely looking up. That we'd be okay. But the fact is, things aren't okay. And they'll never be okay again. Now I know what she really thinks of me. So I searched for subs she was still actively participating in. Subs like this one. And then I sat down to write my first ever post. She's sitting opposite me as I type this. There's a knife under my armchair, and I already know how I'll dispose of the body. Now it's just a case of waiting for her to read my confession and realize what's about to happen. So if you're reading this, Maria, it's time to look up.
Yo, what the hell? That was such a plot twist. Nah, that's that's crazy. This gotta be a joke. Nah, there is no way. But you can imagine, and you know what's even like giving me a kind of spooky vibes? The song they're playing in the background. I love that song to all. I can't remember the name. It's not Snowfall. Is it Snowfall by One Heart? I can't remember, but yeah. that's pretty crazy.
Convinced my wife she only had a few weeks left to live.
Okay, before we jump into this one, I just want to say this, right? I convinced a girl I was gonna die in like 2 years because I had cancer. I know this is bad. I shouldn't have called out on myself, but I convinced her that I had it and I was gonna die in the next 2 years, and she ended up buying a game for me.
She didn't react the way I expected. Okay, so before you think I'm a total asshole, you should know Stacy and I both have super fucked up senses of humor. For example, last Halloween, I came home late and called for her on my way into the kitchen, where a killer clown popped up from behind the center island and charged after me waving a noisy chainsaw. Stacy didn't pull off her mask until I was alongside my Volvo struggling to wrangle the keys from my pocket, on the verge of a heart attack. So yeah, this was simply the latest in a series of over-the-top pranks. It started 3 weeks ago when Stacy got sick. Her GP gave her the dreaded, "It's probably nothing, but just to be safe, let's do a very serious brain scan." Waiting for the results was absolute torture. Every so often she asked me to randomly hold her, and I noticed her eyeballs were constantly puffed out and red. Today, the doc called our landline because he couldn't reach my better half's mobile. When I asked about the results, he said he couldn't tell anybody except the patient, although he strongly implied we could look forward to a pleasant Christmas. That gave me an idea for a prank, so I grabbed some pictures of a brain scan from Google, printed them off, and slipped them into an envelope. I was at the lounge table looking all sullen whenever Stacy got home. She asked what was wrong. I held up the scans. The doctor called. "Your condition's terminal." Surprisingly, she didn't burst into tears. She just grabbed a nearby vase and bashed me over the skull with it.
What? What? What do you mean she just grabbed the nearby vase and bashed you in the skull with it? That's crazy. In no way that happened. Nah, that's... And why are you so chill about it? Nah, there's no way.
I was so surprised I didn't have time to stop her. Everything turned black until the words, "I love you," penetrated the haze. I blinked away the blurred vision, only to find my hands bound. Stacy's right temple was pushed up against my left, and she had a pistol in her hand, angled so it would blast clean through both our frontal lobes.
Nah, they both psychopaths. There is no way. They are meant for each other. I wouldn't even surprise if she pulled the trigger at this point.
She told me she couldn't bear to think about me carrying on without her and starting another family. "We have to go together," she kept saying. By now the mind mist had lifted enough that I could scream, "It's just a prank." She pulled away, shocked. I told her the doctor implied she'd be fine, so I decided to have a little fun. For several seconds, she didn't utter a single word. Then, she forced a smile and said, "You're such a jokester. Let's forget this happened. How about Thai for dinner?"
Nah, she was dead ass finna shoot his ass. That's crazy. I can't take my own life. Committing suicide, that's crazy. Because I don't know if you believe in God or what. Some people don't, but I believe in him strongly. I grew up in a Christian home, and I'm following along those paths. And committing suicide, that's a sin, because you're taking your own life, and you didn't give yourself life. You know what I mean? It's not your life to take. So I can't commit suicide. And I never got the urge to do that. I don't even feel depressed, like sad. I don't even feel that.
With that, she wandered into the kitchen. While I sat there, breathless, the phone rang again. It was the doctor. And he sounded grimmer this time. "I'm really sorry about this, but we mixed up the results. Can you have your wife call me as soon as possible? It's urgent." "Who was that, honey?" Stacy asked as she shuffled back into the room. I put down the phone and gulped. "Nobody."
Nigga, what? Nah, these people bugging. What? How? Bro, these people are crazy. I wouldn't even be surprised if one of them killed the other. There is no way, bro. There's no way.